You're wondering why your life can't move up to that next level? Well, remember, for things to change, you need to upgrade the rules you live by. Here's 10 rules to live by to experience a great life. You know, as we go through life, we find that life has its challenges and also it can have its rewards. And just like playing a game, like a board game, you know, with your family, there are rules that govern the game. And when everybody follows the rules, it's a much, much more enjoyable experience. And so for us, what would be the 10 rules to live by that could really upgrade our life? You know, because rules keep us in a playing field where we actually know what's going on, we know how things work, and we have a better chance of enjoying the process instead of everything just being chaotic. So I want to share with you literally like 10 different rules that are just great to live by. And this is going to be a little bit different than what you're probably normally accustomed to when it comes to some rules to live by, because these rules have to do with liking things. You know, today people struggle with feeling liked. People today struggle with feeling like they belong. And when a person doesn't feel like they have value or they're liked or they belong, what happens is they perform at a lower level. They don't really give all their heart to things. They don't really pour a lot of effort into things because they still wonder if they even have any value. So 10 great rules to live by that I'm going to share with you literally is going to boost and strengthen you in a very, very important spot inside of you. And if you were to take these rules and begin living by them, you're going to notice an upgrade, a literal upgrade in your life. The feelings that we give off come back to us multiplied. So if we give off the feeling of being miserable, we give off the feeling of not liking things and being in a place of, you know, hate and ornery and angry, well, what goes out comes back multiplied. So let's change the direction of things. Let's change literally the overall value of your life by following these 10 great rules. Now, see, they all start with the same first two words, right? Of what to like. But let's start at the core. Number one is to like your name, your first name. Sometimes when I meet people and I ask them what their name is, they say their name like it's some kind of disease. they don't say their name with excitement. They say their name like, oh, this is my name. So something to do is to practice saying your name literally like it's the coolest thing in the world. Say it like it's something amazing and powerful. Say your name like it's a chocolate cake or a sunrise or some kind of incredible present you just got for Christmas. But I believe when we add some enthusiasm to our first name and we like our first name, it hits us right in the center and the core of who we are. And it begins our upgrade. Next, when it comes to these top 10 rules, the second one is, I know, like your body. No matter what shape your body is in, it is time to like what you have. It's tough to improve something you don't like. It's tough to, you know, feel like you're all together in life when you don't like your body. Now, how do you like your body, right? Like, what's the steps to like your body, Kirk? Well, I think it's number one, when you look in the mirror in the morning, give yourself some compliments. You know, maybe you have some jiggly, you know, maybe your tummy's jiggly, or maybe you're heavier than what you want to be. You can still like your body. A person who does not like their body is going to feel disempowered. This is your body. This is what goes around doing the things you do every day. And just imagine this. If somebody was walking around with you every day telling you that your body's terrible, sooner or later you look at that person and say, you know what, be quiet, shut up. You tell that person to shut up. But isn't it interesting that we don't tell ourselves to shut up? So stop the mean language, stop the criticalness about your body, and love who you are. Literally verbalize that. It'll start the upgrade. Third one is to like your parents. I hear way too many people upset at their parents. They can't stand their parents are weird, their parents do weird stuff, and they just don't like their parents. Do you know that your parents are who brought you into this world? They're the people who got you started in life. And yes, parents can be strange. Yes, parents can do things. Yes, parents are not perfect. But what happens is when we cast them off to the side, that's our family line. That's our genealogy. Those are the people in our family line. And no matter what they've ever done, you can still have a good attitude and a good point of view of them because they're just trying. They're trying to do their best. But a person who does not like their parents is going to struggle. You will. You will struggle. A person who does appreciate their parents and like them for just being human beings, you're going to have an upgrade in your life. Next is to like your family. That means everybody in your family, even that one person that just drives you crazy. But to love and appreciate your family. What I said love, we're staying on like your family. When you talk down about your family, you talk down about your brother or your sister, and you talk down about them, and believe me, sooner or later, somebody in the family does something that offends the rest of the family. That's just part of having a family. But when we stay in that resentment and regret and frustration towards our family members, it eats at us. It will eat at you. And that feeling will just fester into everything around you. So while you're solving the weird thing that happened in your family, still have a heart and a mind of liking your family. You can keep struggles and problems separate from liking your family. You can still like your family and sort through the problems and the struggles that you have. But when you lose the like of your family, you lose a very important support feeling. Psychologically, if you lose the like of your family, you begin to feel like you're alone. And boy, when people are alone, they don't perform that well. So to upgrade, find ways to like your family. Now, where you work, what you do, or what organization you're part of, I'm going to call a tribe. So that's your tribe. It's the people at work, it's the people on your team, it's the other people besides your family that you spend a lot of time with. Now they're human beings, and human beings do things weird, wrong, backwards, sooner or later. But once you start picking out people on your tribe and you start not liking people, that festers and it just spreads like a disease. It just goes bad. Find a way to like them. Really, find a way to like them. If you can, within these first 5, be able to produce the feeling of gratitude and the feeling of like towards your name, your body, your parents, your family, and your tribe, you are producing a feeling that will upgrade your life. And it's just liking. It's just liking. I'm not even to the level of love yet, right? But just to produce this. And if you took this as rules, like I've got to find a way to like my tribe. I got to find a way to like my family. And you pushed yourself to follow these guidelines, you're going to find an upgrade. Because I've seen what happens with people who don't like their name, don't like their body, don't like their family, and they don't like their tribe. That person is miserable. They're just miserable. There's a huge difference between people who follow these guidelines and people who follow the dislike kind of lifestyle. Okay, here's the next part. This is number 6. Like the weather. Gosh, I don't know what it is, but I meet people who are like, oh, I can't stand the weather. And they're all complaining and moaning and groaning about the weather. And then the weather changes again and they don't like that weather. It's like, why? Why? Why are we spewing all this negativity? You know, there was a story I read in a book one time, and it was talking about these 2 girls who were twins. and they're adults, and they went on a trip together, and they wrote home, writing home, that no cell phones or texting back then in this story. And they write home, and their parents got 2 different letters, one from each of their daughters. One letter is, "Oh my goodness, the city's amazing. We were having such a great time on our trip, and we've been to some really cool shops and seen some great countryside. I love being on this trip." The other daughter wrote the story of, "All it does is rain here all the time. It's just miserable, it's wet, it's cold. I can't believe we're here on this trip." Wow. I wonder who enjoyed the trip. Isn't it interesting that we all get to see things in a different way? Whatever we focus on really controls how we feel. What we focus on can control how we feel. And now that feeling can literally affect the people around us. Okay, next one. Be able to serve someone. It's one of the important rules about life is if we are in the mode of serving others, wow, we already get this, right? You already get this one. It's already going to cause an upgrade. It's already going to be there because we're looking for a way to be able to support and help another person, which leads right into the number 8 is to be able to help solve a problem for someone. Boy, if you could be a problem solver and serve people, you're going to have massive upgrades in your life because you are interested in making other people's lives great. Number 9, one of the 9, when it comes to the top 10 rules to follow, is to remember to say please. Now, please is being polite, but it's also got another really cool part to it. It means that you're asking. You're asking for help. You're asking for support. You're asking someone to pass the butter or the bread, but you're involving other people. Like you literally are polite and you involve others. That will keep you connected to humanity. That'll keep you connected to the goodness of life. And of course, when it comes to please, then the last one is thank you. And to be able to appreciate those people for whatever it is that they can give. If you've asked your children to clean up their rooms and there's still socks and a pair of pants and their bed's not made, express gratitude to them by saying, "Hey, thanks for cleaning up your room. Hey, come here, I got to show you something else here." Sometimes we hold back thank you until everything's perfect. And then it can be a rare occasion that we are expressing our gratitude. But to wrap up all 10 of these, it all comes down to number 10. Do we live a life of gratitude for literally our name, our body, our family, the tribe we're part of, all the experiences we're going through? Are we literally living a life of gratitude? If you don't have rules, that you live by, I don't know how you're going to have an upgrade in life. I don't know how you're going to really experience the sweetness that life has to offer. And I don't know if you noticed, but I want to just point this out. This starts from the inside and works its way out. If I was coaching and mentoring you right now and you're sitting across the table from me, I would go down this exact same list to help you get your life in order. Once you decide to upgrade the way you see yourself and to see the things around you, it now empowers you to be able to make better choices. These top 10 rules to live by literally empower you to be able to make better choices, because when we can see the goodness in each one of these areas, we can make better decisions. A miserable person does not make good decisions. An ornery person does not make the best decisions. They just can't. Their mind is not in a place of seeing what the best thing to do is. I think these 10 rules to live by is going to help you. And if I were you, here's a suggestion. I would focus on these top 2 right here. What if you just pick 2? Number 1, to really enjoy telling your name and sharing your name with other people, and be interested in other people's names, their first name, and listen to how they say their name. And if they're a little down in how they say their name, maybe they need a boost for that day. Maybe they need some compliments. And number 2, love and appreciate your body. It works hard for you. It's got to digest everything, keep you alive and keep you breathing, keep your heart beating, and maybe express more gratitude for it, because it's what's keeping you alive. So I hope you enjoy these 10 rules to live by, and I hope you pick at least 2 out of these and start living them today. Hey, I hope you enjoyed those 10 rules to live by, because I know when people follow the guidelines like this, their life can have an upgrade. Hey, here's another upgrade. Click subscribe. That way, all the training videos I create will just come straight to you and you won't miss anything. Number 2, go check out my website and look for the course called Master My Thoughts. I'm gonna put a link right here so that you can click on it and check it out, because it's an online training program to help you get in here and adjust the way you think so you can have an upgrade in life. But click the link, subscribe, let's stay connected, because I believe your life is ready for an upgrade.